Welcome to our Real Estate Agents Day. I would really appreciate if you would share with us your point of view of importance of selecting a negotiating team to represent your interests and a few words about your negotiation experience.
Thank you. A rather invigorating first question. I think one of the areas that has been an error to large companies, real estate concerns, etc., is that they send in inexperienced people at the first meetings because, after all, if they send the top negotiator, it's some mistaken feeling that it shows that you're too eager. Nowadays, because of the pace we live at, the first impression is extremely important, and many buyers, many sellers feel if you're not going to show me the respect and I'm making you money, well, I can go to someone else. Inevitably, what I've found to be successful for myself and my experience is that I always have a bag or a small piece of luggage packed. This way I'm not wasting an hour at the carousel if I have to fly for a negotiation or a meeting. Secondly, I do not touch the contents of this suitcase, or carry-on, I should say, because the more complete it is, the less I have to worry about such small problems, and I can madly prepare and get all of my backup materials for the negotiation on hand. Secondly, I try to have at least one person in that negotiation, if it's a colleague of mine, if it's an employee of mine, who will watch the body language of the other people. I believe that what happens is when people are making presentations, when they are trying to solve a problem, and negotiation is different than business. Business is you have a winner and you have a loser. Negotiation, you try to give as many of the decision makers something, so that you can finish. The area that I've seen is by having someone who watches the body language, I find that I can then devote all of my passion, all of my preparation to the presentation. And if I'm losing an individual, I will be told about this before the end of the meeting, so I can repair ignorance, I can repair a situation before I fly off.
A couple of words regarding reputation in business.
I think our grandmothers really had the right lessons for us at her knees, and that is that in our situation now globally, a financial crisis, people are doing deeds that they would never have ever considered because of the loss of face, the loss of a reputation. There's, as one realizes, there's one thing you can never take away from a person, and that is their education. But there's also the fact that one thing that is so precious, that can be lost overnight after years of nurturing, and that is your reputation. So inevitably, in answer to your fine question, reputation means if you're making a commitment, do everything possible to keep that commitment. If things change and the situation forces you to appear to renege on a promise or an assurance, you must let your opposite colleagues know about this before they hear about it or read about it in the newspaper. A reputation opens doors. Your ability as a real estate agent, your ability as a member of the community, keep the doors open very much by your work performance.
Thank you. What would be your criteria about choosing a real estate agent?
Wanting to keep me happy. I don't want my time to be wasted. I don't want to be going to see buildings or houses or warehouses that clearly is out of my wishes or out of my budget. That tells me that I'm being used to make the seller think that there's interest. That's okay if I'm brought in on the request, but if not, it loses business. What I would say is that a realtor who is going to be successful is someone who just won't take no for an answer. And if it means that within the budget of your client there is nothing available, then speak with the sellers. Indicate the reality. We can either wait another year for the market to get better, or you can make a sale and I too will make some sacrifice in the commission. It's very much an art form, real estate. But as I was saying in my address, it's not just consummating the deal. You've got to do your homework ahead of time, know your client better than their spouse, and play to what their dream is.
Would you like to share with us the real estate agent that you trust and you work with in Romania? A few words about his services.
To give a commercial for RE/MAX globally, because I see your billboards, I see your advertisements on television all over, and bravo to you. Specifically in Bucharest, RE/MAX Bastion, which is headed by the CEO Mihaela Alexandroiu, and the country leader, if you will, is Adrian Shiskin, who I've had the pleasure of meeting in Constanța, who is all over Romania. I am living proof that a person that has lived in other countries sees and judges the Romanian real estate potential by the level of professionalism at RE/MAX. And I'm not getting paid for this commercial.
And the last question, if you would like to give us a message for real estate professionals.
It's really one of the two frontiers in Romania that can use the encouragement of having more individuals that have done their training, who have moved from one to career and see it as huge potential, because what I like about the Romanian way of playing the real estate game is that the bottom line is the bottom line. You close your deal or you don't. Doesn't matter what your gender is, doesn't matter what your age is. If you're smart enough, ambitious enough, and creative enough, you will close those deals. So I'm simply saying, ambition is good, stubbornness is needed, and a good solid dose of believing in yourself.
Thank you very much.
Well, hello for all my RE/MAX colleagues around the world. We are in Bucharest, Romania. It is a special moment, and I really feel honored and privileged to share a couple of moments and find out that also Her Royal Highness Princess Lia found her time to speak to us for a couple of minutes at the Real Estate Agents Days here at Bucharest Intercontinental Hotel. Thank you so much for taking the time. I would like to thank you for being our client, and would very much appreciate if you have a couple of words about the view of the profession of real estate agents and the way you feel in this moment that our organization and in particular the agent that you are working with has helped you in the last years to fulfill your needs. Thank you.
Mulțumesc, Adrian. A fost foarte clar imediat, RE/MAX este un empir cu conexia în fiecare colț în toată lumea. Este experiențul meu personal, experiența mea personală, RE/MAX, Bastion, RE/MAX în total și mai ales Adrian și Mihaela are această pasiune pentru clienți. Singurul punct este foarte ușor, un calculator pot să consumat un afaceri pentru imobiliar ușor. Acum, aceasta nu este situația. Cu global situația, criza, este imperativă să fii flexibil, să încerca să convingi această client să fie rezonabil dacă această casa de visul lor nu este în București. Este important să fac această prezentare, să menționat, acolo în marginea X este în buget și traficul nu va fi insurmontabil. Este experiențul meu, astăzi este clar preparația. Înainte, soțul meu, prințul Paul, a cumpărat un casă în zona extraordinar, foarte mult reședințe de ambasador este în această zonă. Imediat, Mihaela mi-a spus, securitatea este foarte profesionalist în ultimul nivel cu jandarmerie. 3 parc este în această zonă, a fost un avantaj pentru că Dumnezeu și medicine a dat această oportunitate să fii cu fiul nostru, prințul Carol Ferdinand, și informația despre parc, informația despre școală în această zonă. A fost această formulă să consumat această afacere. Bravo, RE/MAX, și felicitări! Dumneavoastră, agenți, sunt în o familie.
Mulțumesc! Aș vrea să vă întreb ce sfaturi ați da tinerei generații care în acest moment încearcă să își găsească o carieră antreprenorială, fie ea în imobiliare sau poate în business?
Singurul sfatul, eu nu sunt modest, dar eu sunt un realist, nu este bun să fii pacient. Este important să stabilit prioritatea, este important să fac un plan, să fii flexibil, dar să fii cu respect pentru ambiția ta. Pacient, încet, nu este în avantajul dumneavoastră.
Mulțumesc, mulțumesc pentru timpul pe care l-ați avut acordat pentru noi și încă o dată mulțumesc că sunteți clientul nostru. Thank you.